After having done the exhibition of Tajiri and Wagemaker at Frieze Masters in October, we received so many compliments from such diverse and many people about how beautiful, interesting, educational the show was. We felt that the fact that it was only on for a short week, that it would be a good idea to bring some of the work that wasn't sold back to the gallery. So that's what we've done, and it'll be on till just before Christmas, as well as the few paintings still by Sue Dunkley from our last show are also on show at the back of the gallery. So we'll basically have a quick walk through again. These two pieces are from the CoBrA group. This one is David and Mrs. Goliath, and this piece, which I think is rather extraordinary, is now called Moonscape, but it was originally called Hermaphrodite. We go to Paris, where he starts using found objects. You can see the influence of Gonzalez and Picasso. Then here he uses one of his own techniques, which is the leftovers from casting, putting it into imagery. All the work is very sexual, and it's also very anti-war, as I said before. And because he suffered, firstly as a son of a Japanese immigrant. We talked about a lot of the pieces before, so I'm not going to go on too much about these, except I'd like to go into these two works, which are done by his red brick method. And in here, if we can get in there, you can actually see the leftover of red brick. Now, red brick was a very, very soft type of brick that you could drill into. So these are actually the drill holes. So if you can imagine, you can carve right, it would be a bit like stuff you get from a florist that you stick flowers into. So you could sculpt it. So this is negative space. This is basically what Rachel Whiteread learnt everything from. And here you get, if you can see, this is carved, unlike the florist thing, this holds up to the extreme heat to pour the molten bronze into. Then, when it's cooled down, he could get rid of the original brick, but somehow here you can see it just wasn't possible to get to it, and so it still remains there. You can in a way say that you can take the boy out of Japan, but you can't take the Japan out of the boy. So here, these are Ronin Japanese warriors. Then you get into then later work, he got very involved in knots. Queen Beatrix was a great supporter of his work, and she wanted one in her garden. So these are maquettes. One is not for the Queen, and then the other one is not without K, then brackets not for the Queen. So anyway, if you missed the show at Frieze Masters, the paintings are by Wagemaker, and they both shared the Dutch Pavilion at Venice in 1962, and you can see how the works are really quite similar, very, very textural. For our American friends, I wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving today, and hope anybody that can has a chance to see this show. Thank you.